Alright, I was so excited.
It's not a good.
Alright,
Not
me.
I'm gonna use a game.
Wait, yeah, someone here?
Alright, so when that timer goes off, we're gonna do 2 sections of reading. And then we can game until I gotta take car home. And you guys are more than welcome to stay here when I take car home.
We've been training.
At least I will.
Donkey Kong. Snake.
Oh, wow. That one.
Oh, there's the one
Oh, okay, they're both. Okay, cool. Hey, Ethan.
Yes.
Grab me and pull out that shirt. I won't. That's it. Oh, sorry, Ethan. Not gonna be adding CPUs, bruh. That's boring. Fixing add 6 CPUs. Hunter Pro Max. Yeah. All right. You're playing Captain. Oh, you're playing DK. All right. I need to play someone I'm okay with to have a chance. Oh, Logan and Ethan are cooking now, so I gotta. You know what? I'll do some fun Ganon. Hey, love. Yeah.
You're already dead, bro.
Okay, so it was sent to my my at live. Okay. All right. I can let myself die. That's okay. All right. I'll send it to you. Love you. I plan on calling you every day after work. Okay. And just say hi to the family on the way back. All right. Love you. All right. Bye, love.
No, please. No.
Oh, I'm defeated.
No.
You got it. Try to use your actual hits. Don't rely on your special so much. There you go. And you know how to shield and dodge, right? Yeah. You know about dodging. So shield, you know how to shield, right? So dodging is literally you move the direction you want to dodge. You get like a half-second iframe when you just move when you have the shield out. You could also like do a mid-jump and you'll do a dodge in the jump. I have no idea. We'll be picking up Ethan around 4:10. Oh, And then yeah, I'll be taking him Broheim home at the usual time. All right, player 4 is taking suggestions. All right, I'll be Seppi. 1 second, I got. Oh, thank you. This is important missionary stuff that's getting sent to my email. That Robin's asking. There we go. It's sent. All right. Let's go. All right. Who am I again? Oh yeah, I'm Seppi. Okay. Oh, oh, that's one way to go. All right. All right, everyone down 2 stock. All right. Oh, you dropped a C4 on me. That's hilarious. Snake. Oh. Oh, nice. Oh, Rob's really good. Nice combo. Oh! Hello. Okay. One second. That happened a while ago. Alright, just send love. You're welcome. Love you. Bye. Me. I random, so he's hard. He's a hard character. He like self damages his stuff when he does anything electrical based. Oh.
Oh, I got the middle of that. No.
I forgot how fast Pikachu is. Oh, that was on the edge. I'm going to stay away because I only have one stock. All right. Oh.
Oh. What the heck?
You have two stock. You have two stock. Ooh. Oh, nice. Ah! All right, Broheim, we got a minute. All right. So after this game, we gotta do a reading step, and then we can game indefinitely.
Rob, please, lock it up.
Lock in, Rob. Oh, I didn't know you could do it twice in the air though. Does it cancel you out? Oh, I see. Yeah. He's really strong. He has really good neutral A's, like tilt attack, like air attacks.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So like neutral makes you do this really cool spin attack. I like to use that. Oh. All right, Broheim, that's time. Huh? All right. Yeah, we're gonna be. So this is part of the reading step. All right, Barheim. Oh yeah, what I'll do. Make it easy. Yeah. Yeah.
Pants enjoyer.
Mm.
Average
That's
pants
where all
enjoyer.
the. That's where all the stuff.
Mm.
I already got the border.
Okay. Yeah.
I can change it.
Mm.
I can do crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And it shows where it's at. I think that's what I need to focus on for player data.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Down in Ohio.
I think it can make me not have that.
Is he laughing at? Okay, bro. You know the Adrian? Adrian.
Like,
Adrian.
each time that I frames, like I can
Josiah, bro?
Yep.
He's kind of like Josiah.
do the crap out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So that means that video was like 3 years ago or something?
Like, I can do crazy stuff, but I think that's what I need to focus on.
Okay. So,
Like, I have invincibility,
all right. Let's.
who the heck, all this other stuff.
Yeah. So let's put a pin on it.
And I have the code right here.
Okay. Let's put a pin on it.
I know, I'm telling you.
Well, thanks for telling
I
me.
can change that.
Mm.
Put numbers in there.
Mm.
Brother, bro. He think I want to know if he got married.
Did you know when he got married in the Philippines? Like, because we were told like after.
I know when he got married.
Did he like know like before he got married or after he got married? Because we
He knew every moment of his life.
like he told us after he got married and when he got married to his first wife. All right, I'm gonna pray. So what we it's kind of like a modified day because it's a little bit shorter, and so usually there's a whole bunch of other steps to do. But now we're at the reading section, so we're gonna read 2 sections. Here's the Bible chunk, and here's a commentary by a really smart scholar. So he helps us understand because the Bible, as you probably know, is ancient Middle Eastern literature. We who grew up Western, there's a lot of things that go right over us, and so it's really helpful to have a scholar kind of explain, point out some things that it's probably easiest for us to miss. So I'm gonna pray. King Jesus, you're home for amazing. Thank you for the flourishing that's here. Thank you for just the delightful visual arts that we can have a common experience. May all these privileges we have just be wrought for serving, loving the other. Because that's your mandate. It's to love God and love people. You have called us to be always cultivating. So either we're cultivating land, we're cultivating relationships, we're being part of the life movement. So thank you, King Jesus, for that purpose, that humanity purpose that you have mandated all of us. And may we just have your wisdom through it. Amen. All right. Genesis chapter 2, verse 8 to 14. Human beings as gardeners. Yahweh God planted a garden in Eden, in the east, and put there the human being he had shaped. Yahweh God made to grow from the ground every tree that is pleasing to the sight and good for food, and the life tree in the middle of the garden, and the good and bad knowledge tree. There was a river coming out of Eden to water the garden, and from there, dividing and becoming 4 headwaters. The name of the first is Pishon. It was the one going around the entire area of Havilah, where the gold is. The gold of that area is good. Pearl and onyx stone are there. The name of the second river is Gihon. It was the one going around the entire area of Ethiopia. The name of the third river is Tigris. It was the one going east of Assyria. The fourth river was the Euphrates. And so after I read, I was asked like what stood out. And so, anything stood out to you, Broheim? No? And that's considerably response. You don't have to like try to make an answer if nothing really stood out to you. Anything stood out to you, Ethan?
The fact that it mentions the Garden of Eden. You know your channel's choosing Eden.
Choosing Eden, yeah. Anything stood out to you, Griffin? Nothing in particular. Okay. How about you, Logan?
A lot.
I just love this story because it's historical and very literary, poetic. And I like one thing I noticed is it says it put the human being that he had shaped, and that immediately makes me think like a lot of scholars point out that it's like him actually taking Adam from somewhere else and putting him into Eden, because like the rest of this passage here is also going to explain like this is an actual geographical location, and also scholars point out it's kind of like a mountainy area, a big mountain. Not a mountain we would think of like Mount Hood, extremely large, like Mount Everest, but a lush, green, giant hill, basically. But it's still a mountain. And just amazing how geographic the description is. It shows us that this was an actual place in history. But and it's lush, and also like the river Tigris, and I'm pretty sure Euphrates and Tigris are the only two that are like actual rivers that we know about, and the other two we know about them, but they're kind of extinct. But yeah, it's just a portion of history that's just been lost in time, and yeah, it's pretty cool.
Thank you, Logan. I love, because right now I'm studying. Because before Jesus, the Israelites had a temple. And in that temple, they had priests. And it's very easy to get lost on the images. So, like, for instance, the priest literally had diamonds and actually had these gems, pearl and onyx, on them. The show, because you'll see, like, spoiler alert, humans are going to compromise and get kicked out of the Eden land. This is like, I will make the claim that every humanity has Eden on their heart. And so Yahweh, the God of the Bible, he is always trying to bring humanity back to him, back to Eden. Because you're going to see, like, this is where humanity and God are, like, they're working with his wisdom to bring flourishing. It's when humanity steps away from his wisdom, when we look what's pleasing in our eyes and do what we desire, that's where death comes in. And so that's why, like, even Jesus has images. There's a moment he's on the top of a mountain and he is shimmering. It's like these God Eden moments that it just keeps on pointing back to. The whole Bible is. Even in Revelation, what's cool is right now, this is the very beginning, right? And then in the end, guess where we're back to? A renewed Eden. And so you're going to have rivers coming out. You're going to have it filled with these gems. And it's just the life movement just expounding and flourishing. So yeah, that's what I was thinking when I was reading that.
Like you were saying, like the temple imagery, like the priest would wear those stones, And Adam here, it's symbolic of Adam being the priest of God's temple that he created. And I read Genesis 1-3 as a temple inauguration. I think God's inaugurating and giving function to every living being and process in earth and in the heavens, that he's giving them functions. He's naming them, because like in ancient texts they would name things, and that's how things got their existence. Not like I can point at this and say, oh, this is a creature of some sorts. No, they defined existence by naming it. We know that's Gengar. That's how its existence is real. That's how ancient people thought. They didn't think of it just because it was materially there. They thought, actually, no, this exists because we name it that way. Which is a big thing to know about ancient cultures, and especially just understanding this text, in my opinion. And yeah.
Thank you, Logan. There's a lot to unpack, but time is always ever short. And so, a little bit. So the scholar that we're reading right now, his name is John Golnegay. He is from the United Kingdom. He actually became a professor, I think, in California. And so we're reading. He's a really smart scholar, and he shares a lot of his story. So you know who this author is. Where I grew up as a toddler in Birmingham, England, my father grew potatoes. Dude, I'm like getting like huge Lord of the Rings. Potatoes. What's taters, master?
No.
I mean,
Better be sweet potatoes.
that's like a 20-year-old meme, dude. Oh, man.
There's better be sweet potatoes he's talking about.
Then when I was at junior school, we had a plum tree. And when I was at secondary school, we had 2 apple trees. When I taught at seminary in Nottingham, I grew tomatoes and lettuce and cauliflower when we lived at our first house. The strawberries and raspberries and radishes at our second. At our third house, we also had a pear tree, a peach tree, and various fruit bushes. In Pasadena, California, like many people, we have only a patio, and I haven't grown anything. Well, to be truthful, we have a grapefruit tree and an orange tree in pots, but they have produced only about 6 pieces of fruit over 11 years. It means I am rather less of a human being because we were made to be gardeners. It is another aspect of being in God's image. The first thing God does after shaping the first human being is plant the first orchard and vegetable garden. The garden is in Eden, which is the name of a place in Mesopotamia. It is mentioned in Ezekiel 27 and elsewhere. Far away to the east from Palestine, for an ordinary Israelite, it might thus suggest somewhere concrete and real, but far off and inaccessible. But Eden is also a word that means luxury or delight. Genesis description fits that. So now should we just call my stream Choosing Delight? You can gaze at a peach tree or an apple tree bursting with fruit and think how fabulous it looks and how you could hardly wait to pluck something and eat it. That's how it was in God's garden or God's orchard, as we might rather picture it. There were 2 other trees, rather strange ones. Neither is explained here, though subsequent paragraphs help clarify their significance. The life tree will not be mentioned again until the human beings are expelled from the garden. And God notes that if they eat of its fruit, they will live forever. The implication is that although human beings had God's breath breathed into them, this in itself did not mean they'll live forever. But eating this tree's fruit would have that effect. Now, in general, while the Old Testament rails against early and undeserved death, it is quite accepting of death when its proper time comes. Ideally, you live your life to the full, passing through childhood and growing up in adulthood in the position of an elder, and then you die and join your ancestors in the grave. There is no fear of death in the Old Testament. There is no hell to follow. That comes only in the New Testament. Yet, this creation story presupposes the regular human wistfulness about death, and it suggests that death was never intended to be the end. While the first human beings were not created inherently immortal, and the human body seems to be designed to go through the sequence just described, they were given what we might call the means of receiving a transformed resurrection life. Eating of the life tree would have a sacramental effect. It is like baptism or Holy Communion or foot washing. It is a means God would use to do something miraculous and transforming for people. The other tree is one that can convey good and bad knowledge. Being able to distinguish between good and bad, or good and evil, or right and wrong, is an important life skill. It is another way of describing wisdom. The human beings will need to be able to know what will be good for them and what will be bad for them, and what will be right and what will be wrong. This capacity is something people acquire as they grow. At least, we hope they do. The first human beings are like children. They'll need to grow up quickly. Later in the Old Testament, kings in particular need this ability. David has it, Solomon prays for it, and God commends him for praying for this ability rather than for wealth and honor. The first human beings are also like the kings of the earth. They need this gift. Like the life tree, the good and bad knowledge tree is a sacramental means of God's conveying something that human beings will need. Different areas of the world depend more on rivers or more on rainfall for the water they need to grow things. Along with 30 million other people, I will not be able to live in Southern California unless we appropriate water from rivers elsewhere. Without them, Southern California will be a desert. In contrast, much of Palestine, I'm having a hard time with the word for some reason. Much of Palestine, thank you. Why? Much of Palestine, there we go. I had to slow down, just read the phonetics. Much of Palestine depends largely on rain. Genesis 2 has mentioned rain, or rather lack of it, and the stream coming up from the ground. It now mentions 4 rivers. The second 2 are the Tigris and Euphrates, key resources in Mesopotamia, which fits with the fact that if Eden is a place we can locate, it is in Mesopotamia. The Gihon was also well known, but as a spring with an associated stream that supplies Jerusalem with water, so it does not go around Ethiopia. Pishon does not otherwise appear in the Old Testament, but Havilah is south of Israel, associated with the Ishmaelites and the Amalekites. All this suggests we can't reconstruct a piece of literal geography from these references. The 4 rivers do not literally issue from one source, and we can't locate Eden on the basis of them. Yet, like the name Eden itself, these imaginative or imagery notes do convey the fact that the story is talking about real places with names and locations. It's all part of these stories being historical parables. They are talking about real events, a real act of creation, but not in such a way that we can't investigate it independently of the way the story works. For an audience in Palestine, the 4 rivers do suggest places of great diversity. The great rivers of Mesopotamia to the north and east, the stream that supplies Jerusalem itself, and a river some distance to the south, all trace their origin back to God's garden. Gold, beryl, and onyx, a kind of quartz, like the fruit trees, suggest the splendor of the world God has created. The meaning of the words for pearl and onyx is actually uncertain, but this doesn't affect that point. Maybe the audience would not know what they meant, as I did not know what onyx is. The very unfamiliarity and exoticness of the words, like some of the names, would heighten the sense of the gardens being something in the world, but also out of this world. All right. All right, Broheim. Is there anything John Goldingay that stood out to you, you liked? One thing stood out. The map?
What I'm thinking, X marks the spot, right?
Yeah.
Without saying no reason. But if you trace the origins of the river,
Mm-hmm.
that form an X, if you put it in the exact center, either it just completely gone away
Mm-hmm.
time,
Mm-hmm.
or there's some sort of magic barrier that's completely invisible.
Yeah.
That if you trace that exact point, then like boom. done.
Mm.
Like, I'm far over simplifying.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Thanks for sharing, bro. Ethan, anything stood out to you?
I think in the reading it mentioned something that. Could you correct me on this, Corey? In the reading, did you read something that said that like hell wasn't created yet, and that it was created in the New Testament or something like that?
It's not saying it wasn't created. It's just in the ancient imagination, Sheol is the place where people who died go. It was like just going to the grave. They did have a sense there was hopes of resurrection, and you do see Sheol, like people who are not about the life movement, who are about, you see in Jesus' parable that, especially like the rich man and Lazarus. Do you know that parable? Like the rich man who, especially in the ancient world, and there's a lot of times it's true that, I'm not saying it's always the case, but to be rich usually meant that there's poor people that you gravely did injustice. And so you see in the rich man, he is in Sheol, and he is actually in a place of torment. It's interesting though, because he never say, hey, get me out of here. I need you, Jesus. He never looks at, tries to be part of life movement. He actually, the rich man, even in suffering, he actually tries to command the poor person to do what he wants. Which is like, I say that's really,
Well, it's no money. What is he gonna do?
it's like so revealing. Well, he actually tries to command the poor man, Lazarus, to then go tell his brothers. The rich man does. But do you see, he's talking to God. And he's trying to command God to do something. Command God to command. And it's like,
I don't feel like that's a good idea.
yeah, but do you see the, like that is taking a state of humbleness. But, so yeah. So, hell, and a lot of the images that we see hell, especially if you play Binding of Isaac imagery is actually a lot of medieval Christian era imagery. And so there is there in the New Testament it does really become a lot more clear that there is a place for people who don't want to be part of the life movement, who even after death they're still just wreathing and gnashing, and they hate God, and they hate it's no I one of my favorite, and I might be over explaining, so you can, one of my favorite things that C.S. Lewis said is hell is usually closed, it's locked from the inside, because people who go to hell are not going to be surprised they're there. They might be fighting for it, and actually it's just maybe they might be surprised if they did a life of injustice and thought, especially that because they have privileges, that they're going to have the good life. Because actually a lot of the ancient kings thought that. But yeah, I feel like I'm now squirreling and just. But yeah, in the ancient world, how we imagine hell, they definitely did not imagine hell. Does that make? I will say there was definitely a place of suffering. Because even Jesus, who hasn't died and resurrected yet. Because when Jesus died and resurrected, everything changed. Jesus, even after his death, after his death and his resurrection, he went and released the souls from Sheol. And I don't want to so when we all die, so just so you know, so we're all a full, complete person with the breath of Yahweh, like the breath of life in us, right? Like Yahweh, and I hope it might be a lot of information, but Yahweh breathes life into us. And so when we die, we breathe out. And so we kind of like it by Isaac, like you're a floating soul when you die, right? Like, especially if you're playing multiplayer. It's actually like when we die, how the scripture shows us is we are we are in resting, especially us, we're resting and we're waiting for resurrected bodies. So the goal is always flesh and blood. It's never disembodied spirits. And so especially so hell will be a place for people who, you see, even at the very end of Revelation, they are just still creating war and not being about peace, not being about flourishing. Does that make sense? Did I answer your question? All right. With that, do you have any other insights? Anything?
If there was, well, obviously there was a hell back then. I was kind of thinking of Cain and his brother for a second. I was like, well, then where did Cain's brother go, or where did Cain go? I was just wondering.
Yeah, you're just wondering where people go after they died. Yeah, and so in the scripture, and it seemed like everyone went to Sheol. I do believe, though, especially looking at Jesus' parables, that there was places of resting comfort after dying, because the rich man was resting in Sheol. Well, I mean, not the rich man, gosh, Lazarus, the poor man, the beggar at the gate of the rich man, he was resting while the rich man was, getting his choice. Anything stood out to you, Griffin?
They were talking about a tree that gave life that made you live forever. I was just confused about that.
Yeah.
I just want to know more about it. If you have more insight.
Dude, yeah, the tree of life is dope. Actually, another plot twist, Jesus is that tree of life. Yeah, so mic drop. Yeah.
Is it Jesus before he passes away, or is he connected with the tree actively?
Yeah. So there is something that within the garden, there is something that you even see in communion. There's something that we have to partake in. We either partake in the life, especially if we get our life from God, we need to be rejuvenated by God. And that's the life tree. There's something about it that's connected to God that then have us actually transcend life. Because and you'll see this especially when it comes to, when you see, have you heard of the Adam, when Eve was tempted by the serpent? So she, in her eyes, she looked and wanted to be like the gods. The Psalms later write, the writings, there's nothing wrong to want to be like God, to elevate your station. It's just the tree of the knowledge of good and bad, because you have to go to the tree of life, and the tree of knowledge of good and bad is right there, because they're both in the middle. So it's when it comes to the elevated life, are you going to seize wisdom on your own? Are you going to seize the elevated God status on your own? Or are you going to do it with the wisdom of God? Because all before, actually, the 7-day creation especially, it is pointing to who holds a definition of good and bad. That'll be Yahweh. Because every time he creates, what does he call it? Good. And very good. He is the holder of He's the beholder of wisdom. And so when we seize wisdom on our own, we're choosing death. And there's something about the tree. Again, there's something about the tree of life. And what's really cool is when Jesus is hanged on the cross, that's seen. That's like seen as the strange fruit that gives us life. That's why we take communion. He's like, here is. We are in communion is symbolizing this. We're symbolically eating his flesh and drinking his blood. We're eating from the I guess you could call it the God tree. Yeah, it's welcome to ancient Hebrew beautiful literature where there is like where they just straight up tell you like this is bad, this is wrong, but it is a lifelong work of meditation and seeing the connecting points, and it just, man, you're just keep coming with the questions, and that's why like I always lead that this is a very ancient Eastern literature because they're going to write in a way that is different than how we're raised and expecting. But yeah, I digress because I could explain all day.
You're all good.
But yeah, thank you. Did I answer your question?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. There's just sometimes where I could squirrel and answer around the question. So I always want to add. Yeah. All right, Logan walked to the bathroom, so I'm not going to ask him. All right, do you want to read the next section or use your Bible Project card? Okay. So my biggest, yeah, I'll turn it. So my biggest people who have like hugely influenced my knowledge of more of Jesus in the Bible is the Bible Project. And so he gets every day, instead of reading a chunk that we just did, he can use a Bible Project card. And there's one a day, and we just watch a Bible Project video together, and then we discuss it.
Like magic.
Aha, you activate my trap card. All right, we just did the Gospel of Mark. Ooh, so good. Oh yeah, that's cool. You guys played Mafia? It's such a good game. All right. Yeah, I could turn it. My neck. All right. Let me. There we go. Boop. There we go. Oh. Make sure. System. Oh. Routing. 2. Actually, I need to go to that. All right, make sure 2. Oh, there we go.
Or it's not even turned up.
There we go. All right.
Life. And we learn at the end of the book that it comes from one of Jesus' closest followers called.
All right. We'll start over. Let's do this.
The gospel
someone, and John will now go on to support it through the stories in chapters 2 through 12. They all have the same basic pattern. Jesus will perform a sign or make a claim about himself, and that will result in misunderstanding or controversy. And so in the end of each story, people are forced to make a choice about who they think Jesus is. The first section shows Jesus encountering 4 classic Jewish institutions, and in each case, Jesus shows that he is the reality to which that institution pointed. So Jesus is at a wedding party and the wine runs out, and Jesus then turns these huge jugs of water, like 120 gallons total, into the best wine ever. And the head waiter says to the groom, "You've saved the best wine for last," which is, of course, true. But John also calls this miracle Jesus' first sign. In other words, it's a symbol that reveals something about Jesus. So just as Isaiah said that the Messianic kingdom would be like this huge party with lots of good wine, so this first miraculous sign reveals the generosity of Jesus' kingdom. Next, Jesus goes to the Jerusalem temple, the place where heaven and earth were supposed to come together and God would meet with his people. And Jesus asserts his authority over it, running out all the money exchangers, stopping the sacrificial offerings. And when the temple leaders threaten him, he says, "Destroy this temple and I will raise it again in 3 days." Jesus is claiming that his coming sacrificial death is where heaven and earth will truly meet together. His body that will be killed is the reality to which the temple building points. Then Jesus has this all-night conversation with a rabbi named Nicodemus, who thinks that Jesus is just like him, another rabbi and teacher for Israel. But Jesus says that Israel needs much more than just another teacher with new information. Israel needs a new heart and a new life. Or in his words, no one can experience God's kingdom without being born again. Jesus believes that humans are caught in a web of selfishness and sin that leads to death. But he also knows that God loves this world, and so he's here to offer people a new birth, a new chance at life. From here, Jesus travels north, and he ends up at a sacred well in a conversation with a Samaritan, that is a non-Jewish woman. And they start talking about water, which Jesus turns into a metaphor for himself. He says he's here to bring living water that can become a source of eternal life. Now, in John, this term refers to a new quality of life, one that's infused with God's eternal love, and it's a life that can begin now and last on into the future. After this, John has designed another collection of stories that took place during 4 Jewish sacred days, or feasts. And again, Jesus uses the images related to the feasts to make claims about himself. So Jesus first heals a paralyzed man on the Sabbath, which starts a controversy with the Jewish leaders about working on the day of rest. And Jesus says it's his Father who's working on the Sabbath, and so is he. And they catch his meaning, that he was calling God his Father, making himself equal with God, and so they want to kill him. The next story takes place during Passover, the feast that retold the Exodus story with the symbolic meal of the lamb and bread and wine. And Jesus miraculously provides food for a crowd of thousands, which results in people asking him for more bread. And then Jesus goes on to claim that he is the true bread, and if they eat him, they will discover eternal life. And this offends many people who stop following him. After this is a block of stories set in Jerusalem during the Feast of Tabernacles, which retold the story of Israel's wilderness wanderings as God guided them with the pillar of cloud and fire and provided them water in the desert. And Jesus gets up in the temple courts and he shouts, "If anyone is thirsty, let them come to me and drink." And then later he says, "I am the light of the world." He's claiming to be the illuminating presence of God and the life-saving gift of God to his people. And some people believe and follow him, but others are offended and still others try to kill him for these exalted claims. The final feast story is during Hanukkah, which means rededication. It's about how Judah Maccabee cleared the temple of idols and set it apart as holy once more. And Jesus goes into the temple area and says that he is the one whom God has set apart as the Holy One, and that he is the true temple where God's presence dwells. And he also says, "I and the Father are one." This makes the Jerusalem leaders so angry, they set in motion a plan to kill Jesus, and so he retreats from the city. Now all these conflicts, they culminate in one last miraculous sign. Jesus hears that his dear friend Lazarus is sick, but his family lives near Jerusalem, which is now a death trap for Jesus. Now, Jesus could stay away and he would save his own life, but he loves Lazarus. So once he hears that Lazarus has died, he goes to raise him from the dead, and he calls him to life out of his tomb, knowing that it will cost him his own life. And the news of this amazing sign, it spreads quickly, of course, and just as Jesus knew would happen, the Jerusalem leaders hear about it and begin conspiring to murder him. And so he rides into Jerusalem as Israel's king, who's rejected by its leaders. So the first half of John draws to a close with this story about Jesus laying down his life as an act of love for his friend. And this, of course, is also a sign pointing forward to the cross, which we'll explore more in the next video. But for now, that's the first half of the Gospel of John.
All right, Broheim, what stood out to you? Right. Hmm. Yeah, the 7. Good observation. I thought you were just starting to crave some little Jesus flesh.
No, watch for your birthday. I just make a bread and a shape it.
So I'm talking with the group about, because Brendan has a bachelor party Thursday, and then he has a wedding rehearsal Friday that I have to be busy. So I'm talking with the group saying we could do a great Tuesday.
That sounds so weird. It's just not good Tuesday. That'd be like Taco Tuesday.
All right, Ethan, anything stood out to you?
Yeah, I like how explained the introduction part, where it's like, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. I think when I read that first, it kind of sounded like almost like a paradox or something that like I couldn't really think or break down in my head. Yeah. But I like how they explained it more in here.
Yeah. It's really cool. It's really cool the ancient way how they explain how Jesus is God but distinct. So I really want to hear your thoughts, Griffin. So, but first, how, I can never be a father if I don't have a daughter. Like, I don't have the title father if I don't have a daughter. But she's part of me. She's my, or another image they'll use is they'll say, how I can never have the title storyteller if I don't tell a story. Like, both have to happen, both have to be true to be connected to me. And that's like the doctrine of the Trinity as we have it fully just hashed out today.
I don't get the father one because isn't he just a father to us? You say that.
But not in the way that it talks about Jesus. But yeah, I mean, like, it's just how the ancients wrote it. I'm just gonna have to say copy and repeat. That's what they said.
Copy and paste one,
Yeah, because it's more of the title, right? Like he is the firstborn of all creation. And so he was there, like, of course, like, and actually it will go on to say that Jesus created us. And so them in perfect, delightful unity, Father, Son, Holy Spirit created us, humanity, out of their love, just out of their flourishing love together. This is getting really theoretical, and it's like a really deep cut. But out of their delightful love, they then wanted to created humanity with the capacity for also that deep, I guess, community, brotherly unity that we could like. That's why it's like the Bible is all about always using words to edify each other. Because the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, what are they always doing? They're delighting in each other. Like, the Son points to the Father. The Holy Spirit always points to Jesus. There's always in this delightful, like, they're one, but they're always delighting each other. And so, and now we're getting like really deep pool. So whenever, like, since I just want to also like always delight and always in this and the imagery of it. But it can't be. It's there's a limit though, because we're finite creatures. We're third dimension, talking about fourth dimension. Does that make sense? Like how like we can interact, being third dimension creatures, like we can interact with 2 dimensions, but the 2 dimension cannot interact with us unless we enable it. Does that make sense? Like a piece of paper, the piece of paper can never, it can never affect me. But me as a third dimension, I choose when it intersects. So then imagine a fourth dimension creature. He chooses when to, the fourth dimension chooses to interact with us third dimension. Yeah. Well, and like always being around. There is like, there's something about his omnipresence, but there's also this momentarily presence. Like both are crazy true. And it's beautiful thought experience that also then the more that you dwell on the delightfulness of Jesus, the Trinity, the more delightful person you should become. Because you're thinking about people who are always edifying each other. And so then that should then push you to start then being fellow edifying brothers. Does that make sense? Make sense? Yeah. So yeah, the Trinity, it's fun. Any other thing, Ethan, stood out to you? Pretty much it. Anything stood out to you, Griffin?
Yeah, that they were, every single time he would go to, I think, a temple or a church in this point,
Yeah.
is that the people that were running were getting really frustrated each time because they were like undoing what they were doing that was wrong at the time.
Yeah.
And then they get, out of spite, want to kill Jesus. And I don't understand why they're at that point, you know what I mean? They're just like angry, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It is definitely hard to understand 2,000 years after Jesus, you know, why to be angry at Jesus, to even think about wanting to kill him. And there's a couple, like, there's like, we can never just like fully act like we're there, but there are a couple like beautiful that the scripture reveals to us and just like historical facts. Like for instance, the nation Israel, at this time, they had Roman overlords. And so actually, and at this very time, they only had the Old Testament. You know, how the Bible today is separated between Old and New Testaments. Okay, well, so at this time, they had a collection of literature where it is very Messiah pointing. And so here Jesus is saying he is Messiah, the Messiah. But he is doing weird, outlandish things. At this time, they have Roman overlords who, they're bullies. They're empire. Like the things that we hear of other nations that they do to their citizens. Sometimes you hear about our nation and do to our nation does to us citizens. Like, now imagine that oppression was so bad you wanted relief. And so then you expect the Mashiach, which is Jesus, you expect him in that relief to actually take over and kill the Romans and set a king rule. Like even his disciples were expecting Jesus. They're just confused. They're following him like, yeah, you're the Mashiach. And every time Jesus is like, yeah, I'm going to die. Like Peter goes, and actually Demetrius says that the Sunday where he calls out Peter, says, get behind me, Satan. Get behind me, Satan. Is because even his disciples were expecting to rule right next to Jesus. They were expecting Jesus to be like fisticuffing, making another empire mob rule. And even his disciples were not expecting what Jesus was coming and doing. And so also one last piece, and then we can start. Okay, we are also. And also know, like, this is again 2,000 years, the Jesus movement has obviously exploded. We are privileged with the concept of empathy. You know what empathy is, right? Like, yeah. So, like, for instance, I grew up with my dad died when I was 8. My mom, my sister are on the spectrum. And so my growing up was the definition of chaos. The fact that my story has weight is because of the Jesus movement. Because before, the only people who had weight to speak were the kings and the power pushers and the power brokers. Yeah. Like, the power of empathy is the Jesus movement. Like, that's like after the Jesus movement, like for instance, in Roman culture, if there was a child that you didn't want, you leave him on the side of the road to die. It was just a waste. It was waste. It was just waste. Yeah, and so then like following Jesus' teaching in the Bible, like every life matters, and they actually were the movement that were like, nope, let's adopt. And so like they'll pick up, and that's how one way the church grew, is because things that the world considered worthless and common, Jesus, I'm getting goosebumps saying it, Jesus considered of utmost value. Same with like last thought, okay? Like my marriage with my wife, if I was a Roman citizen man, I could sleep with whoever I want. Especially if they were of lower class. They had nothing to say. Like that's the crazy power dynamic. Like ladies in the time, their words meant nothing, even in court. Yeah, and so like here, King Jesus and like King Jesus says, actually, it's so cool. Like he like full on just says, man and woman are both made in the image of God. Yep, you both are co-ruling, both have equal value. And so does that, like, some of those having that, some of that knowledge kind of makes more sense why they want to kill Jesus?
They had their own thing going on.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, Char, we talked enough. We can start. But yeah. So yeah, make edits if you're still here. We're now going to do some Smash Bros. Thank you for waiting. But this is just part of it. We take a moment, because the reality is I, as someone who's been playing video games for 25 years, know that I need moments to point myself and point my community towards a life movement. Because the visual arts are delightful, but they do not, like we talked about wisdom a lot, they do not call us towards flourishing life. We can use it and rein it in for flourishing life, but in themselves do not give wisdom. So welcome, my friend. But yeah, any other, like, yeah, and that's just, we're just, other, yeah, and there's actually, like, there is, and I think it'd be really cool to go through the book of Revelation together. So there will be an eventual point when all evil, like when Jesus' second coming, like evil will be stomped out. Because there's like, we're now at the overlapping of the ages. Now I'm getting really technical. So here's, like, imagine 2 timelines, okay? So when humanity compromised, this is when the age of sin and death happened. Actually, my bad. Here, this is when humanity, let's do this arm. Yep, this arm. This is the age when sin and death happened. This is when the bullies make the rules. And here, King Jesus, he even does this with his own people, the Israelites. Like, he's like, King Jesus multiple times, he like interjects in the age of sin and death. He's like, I have life. Follow me. Listen to my wisdom. There's life. This is not Do not do as the other people do. Like, being the bully is not life. And so multiple times, and then here comes King Jesus, and this is the age of life, because when his death and resurrection is what, yeah, like, here this age of sin and death will eventually end. Okay, so let's say this is 0 AD. This is when his death and resurrection, right here. This is the timeline. This is when like life starts flourishing on the scene. That's when, because before, like, the crazy cool part about resurrection is when you know you're being resurrected and there's bullies all over the world. What do bullies have? What do the empire have? What does the state have to make you do what you want? What do they have? What do they exert? No, I was like, yeah, like think of capital punishment. In the end, they can limit your freedom and kill you. And so in the end, bullies have the fear of death. So in Jesus' death and resurrection, when you know that there is a resurrected body, an age to come, what fear does the church no longer have? The fear of death. So that's why, just like King Jesus, when King Jesus calls us to pick up our cross and follow him, is we are being part of accepting that we can die today, but we're also accepting that now we're part of the life movement. Because we are of 2,000 years of people after following Jesus, they have chosen that death march. Is the reason why, like, we value doctors, we value firefighters, we value hospitals, we value all these things, is because it's now common knowledge, but that's something that this life movement, like, through the death of martyrs, like, now, yeah, it's crazy. Like, it's crazy what is now common knowledge is something that took sacrifice upon sacrifice to be in the common conscience, and that is because of the church movement. Like, there's no other way to explain it. You even see it, like, you see, like, even people who are skeptical of King Jesus, when they go to a place like Africa, where you see the church exploding. And you see now, like what's happening. Like, even ladies in cultures who have no value now have value, and it can now speak up because of King Jesus, who declares they have value, and they now have no fear of death. It's like, yeah, the King Jesus movement is. There's no better revolutionary movement to be a part of, because I'm about to even get way more super deep. Are you ready? Okay. The great thing about the life movement, it has the ultimate power and the ultimate sacrifice. Because, like King Jesus, how can you get more privilege than 100% God, 100% man? Right? Like, can you think of anything more privileged than that? No. And then what did he do? He sacrificed himself. Like, and so now for you, when it comes to your resources, your life, he is and he's like, now go tell people of my teaching. And then you're like, how far should I go? And like, well, go as far as me. How much should I give up? How much money? How much privilege should I give up? How much did I give? Yeah, I mean, you can't. No one can top Jesus. But then that's like, here's the crazy part. He shares his glory. We become little Jesuses. That's actually what Christian means. It was actually a mocking term in the ancient world to call someone Christian. Now we just like, yeah, we're Christian. Yeah, but yeah, what was once the same thing being called atheist. The church was the first ones to be called atheists because we had this crazy notion that we called other people's gods not gods, and it was a crazy notion to believe in one God. Like it was bonkers to the ancient world. And that's why like a lot like that's another thing, like the church was hunted down is because we're seen as, you know, if you do not appease the fickle other gods, if you do not give them sacrifices, and if they turn their malevolent eye towards you because you're not appeasing them, and so when there's a famine happen, who are you going to blame? The Christians. Because the Christians are not doing like, so we're neighbors, right? And there's a god of fertility. There's a god of fertility in our land. Okay, so right there, let's just say there's a hypothetical temple of prostitutes at that playground. So how we keep our God happy, and I'm gonna just say this how it was in the ancient world. We'll go to our goddess Demetrius there and her temple prostitutes, and we'll go there, pay the money, and have sex orgasm, and it was that orgasm is then how it was the release of our seed, and being super this is how the ancients saw it. Release of our seed was then how to create fertile land, fertile crops. Now if I'm doing all that I can to make sure, even though I am gratifying my selfish nature, I'm doing all that I can to make sure we have fertile crops. But then Ethan is just staying there saying, oh, that God doesn't exist. And then now there's a famine that went through. Who are you going to blame? Ethan is not sleeping with the temple prostitutes. Come on, Ethan. I serve a greater king. I serve the creator of heavens and the earth. I don't serve no demons. But you see, like, and that's where you are just, man, dude, it's such a delightful, because it calls you to embrace, and that's why I love video games. I love the visual arts, because it really brings, like, you have to do a lot of historical imagination to imagine what it is like to be in that area. So that's a good question. Why did they hate Jesus? So then, like, and just imagine the hate, like, you know, you and I just walked. Actually, you guys are literally brothers, so you guys both walked through the woods, right? And this is a common thing that happened. You guys are like literally working the fields or going fishing. You guys left your family, left your mom, and went to go work, and only you come back, because all of a sudden 2 Roman soldiers just picked up your brother, and you never see your brother again. Like, that sort of stuff happened all the time. Like the things like the Night of Knives, I think it's called, like when Hitler killed all of his opposition in one night, like that kind of stuff, like things we hear of brutal dictators doing now, that was how, like, yeah, it just, whoever was the most brutal. Yeah. And like you see that, like, even though we have the Geneva Convention, all that, like, the reality is people feel like whoever is the most nasty gets their way. You know, even in a prank, like if, like, you see among friends, like how things can just get nasty. And the demons and the Satan loves it. And that's why, like, we just cut it at the source. Like, let's use our voice for edification. Because, like, and I think, yeah, and it's actually it's interesting. The more that we center on Jesus, and actually, like, and center on and practice our historical imagination, so then we can practice our historical imagination, so then we know, so it gives us hope now on how to live life with flourishing. Like, it's just it helps cut out like what, because there are things growing up like the church, what my brothers and sisters in the faith taught that was not of Jesus, that they called it Jesus. And so like a lot of millennials are burnt out of the church because they were just taught things that was just never there. And that was like this whole like it's the start of seeing like an ancient literature and try to first see it as how the ancients did. Like this here is just making beautiful life and exploding at the scene. Because then you could like, okay, like once you see like how the ancients saw it, then it like it really like, okay, so that's why I don't want to be part of, you know, of toxic slamming culture on whatever Discord feed, you know, like instead of me just going to tell you, you should not say bad words, you know, like, because then we always say why, like we've been trained to say why. Well, yeah, and the answer, and like usually like without, huh? Oh, thank you. But yeah, I think everyone's ready for some Smash Bros. What do you say?
All right.
Let's do it. All right, hey Broheim. He's actually saying, oh yeah, he's not like me where I say it's junk food gaming.
Developers actually care about their game and actually
Yeah.
do what they're supposed to. But no, a lot of it's just mind junk. There's only like two or
I'm
three
all
games I play consistently.
okay. Which games do you play?
GRG's really fun to play.
What? What's that?
It's like a generic role play. It's like a
Oh,
medieval
okay.
role play. I mean, there's definitely servers that really suck, but it depends on the players they're playing with. And that Infinite IKEA, because it's like the, I don't know, it's just fun to play.
Okay.
No, but it's really hard to find good developers on Roblox that actually care about
Yeah,
making games.
and not seeing it as a means of just making loads of money with some quick.
Well, the thing is, how the Roblox algorithm works is the more people that play it, the more odds that they're going to be on top.
Yeah.
So small games like that never get
Well,
out there unless they're putting money into it. for advertisement.
The hard part is research shows that if you do put a gambling system, you do create addicted kids.
Yeah.
And so like I wish if the rule was if it's a good game, then that will happen. But when there are addictive systems built into the game to just create those very fast endorphins, where like loot boxes especially, there's a reason why loot boxes are actually against the law in some European countries. It's just yeah, like science just shows that you could make. Yeah, it's crazy like how just one more, just keeps going. Yeah. Yeah, and again, like I joke with him. There are a couple times like I played a little fun Squid Game with him and JJ, and that was fun for a moment. Like I enjoy, like I do enjoy the occasional game with them, but with being so old is usually I'm like, oh yeah, I played an actual game that this is based off.
Oh yeah, you see.
Yeah.
No,
There's times where I'm like, wow, they ripped off music from this one game I played. I see it all the time. Oh yeah. 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 And then Nintendo, they're lawyers.
Until they find it.
Yeah. I remember like when his brother was really into a Pokemon Roblox game. Yeah, and it just, it's gone.
Oh yeah, no, they got it.
One thing I am thankful though for Roblox is it introduces video game elements. There we go. They introduced, no, that was me. Oh, I see. I love that they introduced video game elements though, like when the dodge, or like just some like video like terrain effects to be wary of, like. I'm not a good gamer also. It's okay. That's his down B. It has crazy knockback. Because Rob. Oh. Oh, that's it. Good hit. Oh man, trying to get him in his 3 stocks.
Oh, no.
Oh my gosh. What? Yeah, but oh, you can hit it twice. Oh, that's cool. Oh. You let yourself die there, Logan? Okay. Oh. Rob, it was like his own standalone thing. He's like OG, like original Nintendo stuff. I think so, yeah. Yeah, they're very much, yeah. That's it, they're nostalgic. Yeah. Frenchman. Oh. 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 Wait. Oh, that was good job. Yeah. He up B'd, and then I was right under his I mean, yeah, he up B'd and right under his. Yeah. All right. So after your spins, though, let's go get Ethan. Okay. Oh, okay. Should we do that after then? How about 5 spins and we go, okay? Because there's no way to, like, quick it, right? Unless you pay money. Yeah, he is. No. He's more Rocket League. We're both like lobbers. All right, Broheim, after this game, though. He's in the middle. Oh, nice grab. Oh, you hit me before I hit you. Nice. Oh, it got me. Yeah, that one, wherever that is. Kid Icarus. It's Super Nintendo era. Well, there we go. Oh, I mean, I haven't played them in quite a bit. So I'm hoping to play through them, especially once I get Stretch 2. I haven't really played a Mario game since probably the Super Nintendo. I've heard good things about them, and I haven't met one person who doesn't like them, so they're obviously that good at. I can do that, okay. Dang.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Oh! Wait, that was your first dog? Second. I'm fine. Hello. Hey, yo,
Oh, I tried.
oh no!
All right, Broheim. After, is that a mission you're doing? After that mission, let's go. Okay.
Yeah! Oh, no, no, no. You're in the corner. Not far. No, leave me alone. No. You get too close, you get smoked. Oh, gotcha. Okay, my dagger. Oh. Don't let it go down.
Hmm. Hmm.
Awesome.
That's strong up, B.
Oh, you're right.
Oh.
No way! You dodged my, I finally won my
Good
game.
job.
That's the first time.
All right, Broheim. All right, we'll be back.
Dude.
Well,
Was that point stealing? Oh yeah, that's it. Say that one, please. Show my brother.
that's well earned.
The entire game?
Huh?
Can't skip. Ethan, get off of TikTok, bro. Ethan!
So while you're playing, he's asking if you just absolutely minded click reroll until you get the special grade.
Don't pick a comp.
I don't know.
The special.
This
As many
goes
times as I want.
on the count.
So
Boy, this goes.
sorry.
I don't know.
He's saying keeps doing it until it's that color right there.
Boy, this goes. That's how you
It has a
gotta get
pity
it.
system, so it's like a gotcha.
Like if it keeps going up or when I
You know like how gotcha games work?
and it's just all you can find.
Oh! You almost got electric. Oh, you were one away from electric.
It makes you do that so you like all you do is grip this line, but it keeps you almost one action.
Oh yeah. See? Addiction.
Hey, I
Oh, I
want
almost got it again. Bro.
I
It's
want to
working,
get
it's
it
working, it's
finished so I
working.
can do
Bro,
it.
you almost got it again.
They make you do that just to make you think you did it, but then you can check.
Alright, last time you did.
Whenever you have a chance.
Gotta go, Charlie.
Yeah, whenever you have a chance. Press the button. Or I'm gonna ask it. If you spend the top one, I will be so mad at you.
Too much to think. I don't think it was that. It kind of was actually.
Stop battle.
Here, I'll be Corey.
Get out of here.
What's a guy?
Dante, look, Dante.
He's never. He doesn't know who Dante
Even
is.
Dante.
Why are you all the way over there?
Don't know about Devil May Cry? What's this?
Devil May Cry? Devil May Cry? What's up, guys? Welcome to my stream.
Don't know about Devil May Cry?
My channel name is
Wait.
my channel name is actually Fox Beats, spelled capital FAUX, capital BEATS. ETS. I stream on YouTube. But like I'm also on here, I guess.
You got a legendary!
What's up, twins? I'm currently Fox because that's my name. Hey.
Ah! Griffin's annoying. He always spams that. I mean, it's a two-person tag. I have to use it. Going down! It's like flag.
Oof. Can't jump back, guys.
Ah, bro, no one's Where? Kill myself. Hit emo, hit emo. I'm lying down. Oh! Griffin, what are you doing?
You're literally hitting me, man.
Good, bro. You're not even going after him, bro. Look at you! Look at you going after me!
Because you're playing Marth, bro. That's Loki, like, one of your favorite
Bro,
characters.
look at this guy. He's actually pretty good at the game.
I think you're just degrading in power, bro. In the power scaling, you're trash. Look. You couldn't have done any of this. Look what I'm doing.
Oh, yeah, totally. Go ahead and fight him.
You're literally trying to fight me, bro.
Look at you getting cooked, bro.
Because you're trying to fight me and then I fight him? Boy. You're talking, fine. No, I'm not fighting him. Yeah, because you're on my freaking little gonads all the time. Oh, thanks, bro. You like that geyser I used on you? Lightning technique.
Go.
So easy picks, bro. Your mic's not even on you, bro.
Dude, Rob, you need to help out.
Two.
Oh, no, I'm dead. Yo, freaking Rob's gonna win it, bro. Trust me. It's targeting me! Get out of here! I want to fly. Oh my god. I want to break free. Kill him! Ethan, bro. He's targeting me, bro. Okay. Ah. That would hurt. Crap! Oh my god. No. Yup. Beat the freak. Bro, is that he? Oh, yeah, I just heard it right there.
No! That was for everyone watching. Peak. You didn't.
I could have easily. You know, dang when I took your turret out, bro.
Yeah, see the damage, bro.
Targeting me the whole time.
Yeah, because you're like targeting.
You were
You're
freaking fighting
targeting.
Griffin, bro.
What?
Like, one by man. Griffin? Target. You guys are
Pac-Man.
Start battle.
Open arenas in Smash? No, we're not. I don't even know what that is. Something about open arenas. Wait. Human Genta. Oh, what the freak is this?
3, 2, 1, go!
It's not even.
I can fly. No. Robin gets back. Robin gets back.
Yo, how the freak did you avoid that? Oh, no way. You're dead. How's that gonna die, bro? No, I didn't have a laser. You're dead, bro. You're dead.
It's literally you haven't hit me with that one time, bro. You're like, you're dead, bro. You're dead, bro.
No, that's a double combo. Off your feet.
Oops.
No, he fell. He's got 3 stocks. I gotta
Me and him. Bro, I'm gonna cook you up.
Please stop. Leave me alone.
Yo, what the frick was that?
Oh, that that movie's so overpowered. That movie by Rob. I know it's
Yo, freak is this gameplay? How did this work?
Pause. Hello. Please. Oh, no.
Oh! Nah, bro, freak out of here, Rob. Yo,
There.
What is that?
oh!
GG's.
What am I doing? What the heck?
This one.
I'm gonna stop doing that. I don't think I'm gonna oh, does he not have a dad? Where you put oh no! He's won 2 freaking games in a row!
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did!
Last game.
no, but not a row.
Yo,
but-
freaking Griffin's way better than you, Ethan! Oh my god.
You didn't win any of these that I've seen, bro. He won, I won, he won. What are you talking about, bud?
I won a round earlier.
He's salty.
I don't care about.
You're saying he's better, but you haven't won it at all. Who are you to talk?
Oh, dude.
Saying I always beat you in
Burned.
Bro, should I keep it? Talking about like in 1v1, bro. You're gonna beat.
I literally 3-stocked him yesterday, bud.
That's cap.
You were there. You recorded
Bro,
the
this-
whole entire
that was
thing.
before he
That's
got
cap.
good, bro.
He's such
That was before
freaking
he got
news
good, bro.
talking.
That was before he got good.
This guy is just talking.
He's like,
No, because you're like, that's cap after I say something, bro. After I call him out, now he's saying it's
Did you get a
just
list
kidding.
He's lying. Wait, really? So should we leave it there? Okay. I mean, it's the second best.
Okay.
Oh, dog. It's hard.
We're not gonna be in tournaments, bro. So I think Mr. Wobble, freaking the guys that you use a lot. It's Persona.
Long to you, bro. The heck? I know. Heck, no. Wait, I had your freaking bomb in my hand? Bro, are you going to try or no?
What do you mean? Yeah.
How do I do that?
It's just a down B. You have to charge it. Dude, because you just died to the most easiest thing ever, bro. Okay, I just won't pick anyone that I know. I'll pick like, I don't even know.
Oh, I see. I freaking target. Oh no! Wait, I thought that did projectile.
Not if they hit you.
Ow! No! I quit. I did that! Ow! Literally, I'm at one freaking stock and this dude's attacking me.
Yeah, they don't want near me, bro.
Ow! Please!
Look, you both are at one. Oops. Here, I'm gonna jump off one. I'm at 2, bro.
Make Griffin work for it. Why does this guy go so tryhard on you? It doesn't really-
They make him work for it, bro. So I'm saying do bears, bro.
Oh, Rock is grabbing at his hard.
You said make him work for it, bro. You're making actually no sense right now. Alright. No, it was just in my hand. I didn't hit it. You need to learn some bears, bro. Or at least if you're in the sky, just don't fall on me. Mine was the lowest.
Swim time.
Could swim. Wait, oh yeah, on the swimming maps. I don't think in that one. It's like in an OG Zelda one. I'm gonna pick Lucas now. Cause that Loki looks so fun, bro. This Frogman is so cute. Bro, that's Mecha Godzilla, bro. Whoa, my PK fire disappeared. Oh wait, I should have been doing that. What the frick?
He broke it! I hate this freaking map. I hate soccer.
We're lucky doing like literally nothing to each other.
No, bro.
That did. Talk about targeting, bro.
You're at 3 stop. Wait. I know. Yeah.
Oof.
No, I did the wrong one. No. Reload.
Jesus, bro, bro, Ethan's not even lying, bro. It smells like hella marijuana in here. I'm gonna get freaking contact high. It's outside, bro. Should we close the door or like, what? Ooh. It is. It is. Oof. GG's. Yeah, but should we close the door? It seems like hella. And the fan, it feels like we're wafting it in here.
Max launch speed 1,000 kilometers per hour. That means I'm going.
Whoa, dude. Roy, just dude, I feel it.
What?
The freaking marijuana's hitting. Whoa.
Here he is.
You can't get. Can you get cancer from marijuana?
Train map is so fun.
Train map, bro.
Up,
Up, right. Click. It is? I thought it was from. I thought it was from. Wait. Legend of Zelda, I think. Yep. Spirit Attack. That's why it's all cartoony like that. No, I think it's like this, dude. This guy's seeing sucks buns, dude. Oh. Freaking, what is his name? His with the no DLCs would be S tier. It's ranking. I just launched him.
No way. He's gonna bomb. He's gonna bomb. What is going on?
Min max. All this.
Oh! Wait, I hit myself with the thing. Oh! I did not just freaking do that right now. Oh! Please help. I should have shot you to the freaking right. Why am I like all the way? Get out of here with that. Oh. We got two stop. We gotta kill him. Oh wait, he just got three though.
Oh, look, I'm in my own cart. Hey, Cody.
No, no, no.
I'm pretty sure Corey's here because Cody is sensing something. Oh, and Ethan is here. Oh wait, yeah. I forgot he was gonna pick him up. Plot armor, maybe? Ooh. I got hit. Oh, and Charlie's back.
Oh no! Get out of this room.
It's not good, is it? That's so great, it's what you really want to do now.
Wait.
Yeah, I knew it was a good idea. What?
Hey, Ethan. Kind of move back. You move back. Good watch, I gave you
Oh! No way.
Wait, you could go to the front.
Hold on.
Oh crap.
What is that? What is that?
It speeds up the thing.
What the heck? Yeah, I'm just freaking gone.
Ooh. What the heck? I tried to get back to the map or at least build my because my crafting table was to the right. The crafting table was to the right.
So John Sean Tavion.
Okay. Wait, let's see. Oh, I didn't do that well.
Airtime 98 seconds. You'll see my freaking airtime always the highest. Wait. Yeah, definitely. You were like freaking on hand all the time. Well, it's because I can't. My character allows me to fly for like too long. I want to play in more normal. Up one. Yeah. Down one.
No.
Oh, yeah, I know that one.
Go up one. Up. Down. Down. Fine.
Oh, that is a good one. That one's from Paul. W. Samus.
I won another round back.
Dude, you could like the pros gain. This is like your training arc. All right, let's do this. All right, so Logan, I asked, and it's a buy snack basis, and then whatever snack you want to try, I'll ask in the group chat for you. So if you see a snack, I'll ask the household if you could have it. Does that make sense? Yep. That's a full charge fireball there. Sephiroth. Seesaw, see the hay, should the hay,
Oh no. What the? Whoa. Oh gosh! Get over that! Stupid Samus.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, nice hit. Sephiroth! Oh, I tried a Toad reply. Oh! Have my hips. Oh. Okay, I can't hit you there. Oh.
Is it?
Thank you. Oh, I keep hitting regular B a little too late. I keep trying to counter. I'm like, good job. Good job.
Never noticed that Samus has little jetpacks on.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's.
Mm.
I've never seen this ring. I haven't played that. What did you just say?
But this brings me back. First time I ever played Smash with somebody was
Hey, Cody, down. Good boy. Down. No. Sit. 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 Sit.
because like usually comes down to one.
Sit.
One is like super
Sit.
intense, like, hardcore.
Sit. Come here. Come here. Sit. 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 Good boy.
But like Elijah and Brandon always
Get
go
your
to
claws off me. Do they hurt?
lights.
Good boy. I do, yeah.
We can jump off the ring, dude. We can jump off the ring. Yeah. Don't fall down. Yeah, it doesn't take it.
Oh, I walked right into that.
Oh god!
Oh.
It's like WWE. It's mad. Oh wait, if we turn it down, like, get the heck away from it.
Oh.
Yes!
Good job.
Oh gosh, one of these.
Get the heck out of here.
Hey, Elsie. Hey.
You should have thrown me left. I would have done it.
Huh? The fairies.
There's fairies. Yeah, I'm gonna pause
The
it.
Fae.
I wanna pause
You got the Fae. Nice. That's a fun little find.
Where'd you get that?
Fairies. You're trying to find
Ethan.
furniture.
Oh, you're Falcon? Oh, hey, pause it. Wait, sweet pause. Pause
Oh
yourself.
yeah. All right. What's up, Callie?
You have a reflection. You already know all your stuff. No, I did. hold it.
Another people can pick it up.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah, you can pick it up. After you throw it down,
Yeah. So hold down B. That's A. You want B. Your specials. There you go. Then you hit it again. Just shoot it. There you go. Now you have a top, and you can pick it up. Yep. Hit A to pick up. There you go. And then you could do regular A to do like a regular throw, or you could smash throw it like a smash attack, and it'll, it'll be a harder throw. Yep, I guess so. Let's go.
I got hit by the gyro.
think about it. Pikachu, no. Pikachu, no. No.
Pikachu just wants to play at the top.
No.
Got ring saved. Oh. Oh, nice dodge. Oh.
Get me the freak out of here.
Oh. Oh, was that a counter? No, probably doesn't have a counter. Oh, that must have been a dodge.
Ah, what the heck was that?
So you didn't see that? The internet guy came. He's like, I can't install it there. I guess the fiber comes from Ethan's closet, and the guy just like threw Ethan's stuff on the side just to install the fiber in his room.
So it melted into a bowl of water.
I mean, a little dramatized, but he was pretty like especially with your like instrument case. I was like, whoa, like I had to like move it myself because that guy was not nice. Yeah, I say his like. I really like the before guy because Ziply actually contracts their installation work. The last guy was like from Ukraine. It was like legit. This guy was not as nice. Yeah, my percentage is hot garbage. All right, I'm gonna start playing characters that I'm very familiar with.
We're about to get friends.
Nah. It's 4v4. It's like everyone's game at these ones. It's the 1v1 matches and like Sweat starts dripping. All right. You know what? I feel like having a Lucas game.
Violet. Freaking cooked his hash.
Oh, what? I guess. Oh, what? Oh, of course I run into that. I rolled. Darn it. Man, in my brain, I was playing Pikachu and I keep trying to do like the Pikachu side B. Oh, I kill myself. Oh. Oh my gosh. That's my first. Never mind. I'm losing this. I keep accidentally dying. I never said I was reg. I'm just going to be playing characters I'm familiar with. I'm in it. That's all I'm saying. No, I just was tired. I was just done with getting random characters I have no familiarity with. Yeah, that's how you get out. Yeah, that's how you get out ice. Ice climbers. Oh, I got right into that. Oh, probably could have finished me with that B. Did he seriously still recover? What is this game? What is this game? D2. Oh. Oh, nice turn. All right. Oh my. The third accidental kill of myself in this match.
Bro, stop. Why'd you have like 0%
All of a sudden, he just comes out. Just host a tournament. He comes in with a sweater, just like you don't know who's coming in.
It's Jeff Long.
Like, you know how Little Mac has his windows like that? Oh, it's not. Oh, who the heck chose this?
Yeah.
They must have died a hero. Oh, please, please. Yes. Oh, why you got that? Oh my gosh. Oh, you're at 150. How is that even possible, bro?
Okay. Okay. Go away, Cody.
Ah! Oh no, why did I do this? Ah!
Oh. Oh, nice. So that was suicide?
Yeah, I killed myself as well. They all decided to jump up at the same time.
I wonder if I could